First impressions are everything, but when it comes to listing photos, a lot of agents post dark, cluttered, and truly ugly images. But with the tips I have for you today, your listing will shine and buyers will race to see it in person. Listing photos are kind of like a dating profile. You need to put your very best images up front to get people excited, or they will just swipe to the next profile. Although my best dating profile photos are the ones where it's hard to get a good look at me. Less is more. With your listing, however, you need your best features to be bright, clean, and spacious. So here's your situation. You have a new listing that you are excited about, but it's a young family with 3 kids, 2 dogs, and the house is a bit of a mess. It was a grind to get it ready, but it's almost there. The problem with a house like this is it tends to have a lot of clutter and unwanted items that end up in the photos. The photos lack the features that are exciting, and there can be a lack of warmth that will draw buyers in. The problem with a home like this is buyers tend to notice all the imperfections in the home and just don't get excited for what is the largest purchase of their life. This is not the first impression that you want, and it can cost you the opportunity at a potential sale. But don't worry, because today we're going to look at a few quick and easy things that you can do to make your listing photos look their best and get buyers excited. We are going to do this with a clean and decluttered checklist. We are going to stage the listing, and then we are going to add a pop of color so that your listing will stand out. Let's take a look. The first and biggest issue that I see with bad listing photos is there is a lot of clutter and unwanted items in the photos. And when I say clutter, I'm not talking about boxes, I'm talking about garbage cans, recycling bins, Kleenex boxes, and any item on your vanity aside from a bottle of soap. They are ugly, distracting, and they should never be in any photo. To that end, a toilet seat that is left up is a crime, and I have a standing order with any of my clients that if I forget to put a toilet seat down, they can fire me on the spot. Personal items are another no-no, such as medications in the bedroom, clothing, beer cans, bongs, and stripper poles. Yes, I have seen it all. These personal items are distractions that will get buyers thinking about who is living in the house instead of them thinking about their dream home. Some photographers, like myself, will actually help you move these items, but the more there are, the more likely you are to miss some, which will end up in the photos, and you really want your photographer thinking about the composition, not moving dog bowls. Your best bet here is to provide your client with a clean and decluttered checklist that you can give them weeks before picture day. This will make it easy for your clients to prep their home, and because it is a multiple week checklist, you can give them tasks in small digestible bites so it isn't overwhelming. And if you're a real pro, you can show up a week before photos to do a visual audit to make sure they're on track. First impressions are everything, so don't leave it to chance. The second problem that I see with listing photos is they lack exciting features, and this can be for a few different reasons. It could be that the listing is unfurnished and just doesn't seem special. It could be that the furniture in the listing is actually too big and hides its potential. Or it could be the photo composition that seems more of a documentation rather than that warm home feeling. This is going to make your listing look less inviting and valuable, which could lead to potential buyers just scrolling by. When you present the listing, you want to have that show home feeling. So show all the features that are going to fit into the buyer's ideal lifestyle. For kitchens, this means using wide angles to show how open and inviting it is for entertaining, as well as detailed shots of the quartz countertops and the new appliances. For the living room, you may want to stage or digitally stage furniture to show how warm and cozy it is for families to relax in. All of these photos should be framed and cropped to fit that feeling that you are going for and not just show the widest angle possible. Every home has a vibe, so you need to figure out if it's a cozy home or an entertainer's dream, and then show the features that fit that vibe. The third problem that I see with a lot of listing photos is they lack warmth. Many homes have this kind of bleached look where everything is removed and it's just kind of cold and uninviting. So for example, with kitchens, the countertops often have everything removed, which is bland, uninviting, and it lacks color balance. Now this is much better than a cluttered countertop, but there is room for improvement. The best thing that you can do in this situation is a mini stage. So for example, with the kitchen, you can add plants, flowers, fruit, a cutting board, or a cookbook for a pop of color, and this will also add to the ambiance of a relaxing space. For bedrooms, this could be extra pillows on the bed, and for bathrooms, this could be a plant and a nice bottle of soap to give it that spa-like feel. Remember, once again, you want your listing to look like a display suite, which is vibrant and inviting. So to wrap up, first impressions are everything, but with so many listing photos I see, it almost feels like homeowners don't actually care about their own house, so why would buyers get excited for it? You need to look better than your competition if you want to sell your listing, so your photos need to be clean and decluttered, and you need to highlight the right features so that it looks warm and inviting. If you do this, you will have a much better chance at selling your listing and with far less stress. Thank you very much for watching the video today, and if you want the very best real estate marketing tips and advice, make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you can get these tips before your competition. And remember, stand out, sell more, and rebel against bad marketing. I'll see you in the next one.